Hey guys, I agree with Dawn in that my tummy hurts.
My tummy hurts.
8 hours of drinking, only the strong survive, I guess.
I know they will be here 30 seconds. So excited. We're going to introduce what's happening and then bring them on.
Be prepared to drink. I am my stummy of steel.
Your stummy.
Okay, I know who wants to introduce this segment. Well, I wish we could hear Dawn.
Where is she? Like,
yeah,
it's
Dawn.
not.
Is it not? We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
She's broken. Okay, so it is Melanie Moreland and Good Karen. Melanie was
still
on
Dawn.
our show, Books and Booze, not too long ago, and we absolutely fell in love with her and all the great things she said about Karen. So we're like, oh, we need to have them on. So I'm so glad that they're here, and I'm going to let them talk about themselves. So I'm going to bring them on to
Dawn, you can leave and come back and see if that helps your mic. Yeah.
Like, turn it off and on again.
That's the way all technology works. Hi, guys.
Hey, hi, ladies. Karen's going to be my voice for most of the night, probably, because I've had COVID for the last 10 days.
Oh, you're sick too? Everyone's sick.
So she is going to do the reading tonight.
Oh, well, she is the Good Karen. She's here saving the day. Dawn, I hear you.
She got the title Good Karen, but we're going to let that go.
Yeah. You're like, I don't remember saying that nice of things.
For us, we just heard nice things. So we're like, oh, she's the Good Karen. Like all the other ones out there.
Exactly. Well, as far as Karens go, she's pretty good. Dawn, did you get your mic back?
Yes, I did. Just so you can hear me cough.
She's sick too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We were sent drink words. There's a lot of them. So we have SLED, AJ, Life. Oh, there's going to be a space there, guys. I'm sorry. Life, Diet, Dark, and Pulp. So I don't know what a life diet is, but there should be a space there.
Most of us are on every single day.
Yes. So that's here in chat for everywhere.
Wait, there we go. This comment you made, it worked. I don't know.
Okay. So that one looks nice. Oh, and this one looks nice.
So it was just the YouTube one that it was like, no, life diet. One more.
Yeah, it should be life, diet dark. Because I don't think I'm going to get out a word that's like life diet dark.
Yeah, these are all separate words. There's no words together.
Just drink whenever you feel like it.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm so excited. Do you want to introduce what you're reading a little bit? Let us know what's going on.
Miss Moreland.
I believe Karen. Oh God, I sound like I should be on 1-800-SPANK ME. I wrote a holiday book called The Wish List. It's a meeting of a very lonely billionaire and a single mother and her son, and their magical Christmas that leads to the rest of their life. I wrote a small blurb last year in my newsletter just because I didn't have time to write a Christmas book, and people loved it so much that it went from 9,000 words to 53,000, and I published it yesterday, Karen, I believe.
Yes, yesterday. Yes. Sorry, it's all a blur.
Yes, it is all a blur.
At once.
And people so far have absolutely loved it, and I believe Karen is going to be reading an excerpt from that book.
Well, I was going to read a chapter.
A whole chapter?
You got 50 minutes, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you got time.
Hey, Karen, take a nice deep drink.
Okay, so what's everybody drinking?
Oh, she's hosting our episode. Oh, thank you.
hosting the whole episode for
She's
us.
a fucking pro.
Good.
Yes, already.
I'm just drinking ginger ale, okay? I've been taking antibiotics, so.
Oh man.
Cranberry ginger ale.
Cranberry
I have that too.
Okay.
Cranberry ale and white wine.
Ooh.
Rum and
Oh,
Diet
dear.
Coke. Watching my figure, you know.
Okay.
Karen, what are you drinking?
Yeah.
Well, I prepared this, right?
Oh,
Okay,
God.
So, because she has a Diet Dark duet coming up. Oh my gosh, you guys are.
That's one of the words people.
Go.
Oh, we gotta do it now. Okay. got it.
I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared.
Chop. Okay, so I have to do some swag, and so one of the themes is going to be cocktails. So, okay, that was really good. I think I need to make another drinking word. Okay, so this is called a Canadian in Manhattan. It's ice wine, so a Cabernet Franc,
Okay.
bourbon, and maple syrup.
Ooh, bourbon and
okay.
maple.
Yes,
sounds
this is
good.
very yes. I like
Flavors.
this one. And because I'm going to do this one next, and because the book takes place at Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Take a drink. It's right there.
I knew that one.
Oh,
Okay.
Oops.
So I also have a drink that I found that's called a Niagara Falls. Vodka, Grand Marnier, lemon juice, simple syrup, and a splash of ginger ale. See? I'm having ginger ale too.
Oh
There
my
you
gosh,
go,
you
ginger
made
ale.
whole ass cocktails. I'm so jealous. Like, I wish.
And she
I
has
need to
all
compare the two. I'm like, I
ingredients.
got to do more drinking words.
I'm like rum and Diet Coke because it's all I got time for.
We need a cocktail recipe book to go with this book. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
the wish list cocktails. Oh,
Mhm.
Okay, and so my final one. Okay, I got to have a drinking
Jesus.
word.
the good Karen's a
When I
professional.
come to drink, I'm not messing around. Okay, so
She's dedicated.
because I'll be sledding down the stairs.
Oh, I thought you said you were slutting down the stairs.
Sometimes.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
No, that'd be only if they weren't going to allow me to use the word kidnapper. So because then we'd be drinking a whole lot.
The whole time. Just
And there'd be a
Compared
whole
to
lot of
like
sledding.
not drinking a whole lot.
And then a whole lot of sledding.
Karen, move to the left a little.
Well, I will in a second. Okay, this is called an ice wine kiss. So this is, I don't know. It's ice wine.
You
And,
forgot.
I forgot. And vodka again. And sparkling wine.
Ooh.
You want me to move to the
Oh, I
left?
just there's Karen's kidnapper in the background.
Oh,
I did
zoom
see him
in.
in the background, and at first I thought he was like just a dude, and I was like,
Just
"Oh,
like
is that her
man?
husband?" Like,
I'm like,
good for
oh,
her.
Karen.
Like,
He just stands there in the background with like
maybe he's
shirt
being
like that.
supportive. He's like, "Oh yeah, you know."
Yeah.
It just makes Karen feel warm.
Yeah, supportive. husband.
Babies. I get it.
So we have to tell the story about the cutout.
Well, you tell the story. It's not my cutout. My character, not my cutout.
So Melanie wrote me a book, and now she's writing another book for me. Well, all the books she writes are for me, but she really wrote this kidnapper book for me. And everybody kept trying to steal my book, boyfriend, and I was not having it. And one of Melanie's very, very good friends, she's another author, Scarlett Scott, and I were having words on social media about this. And we were all going to Indies Invade Philly in October together, and Scarlett was next to us. So I decided, because I have this picture, that I was going to have, he's 6 foot. So I blew up one of those cutout 6 foot, and I put it right next to her table, Scarlett's table. And on the back of it, because they said, do you want to label like who it belongs to? And I'm like, yes. So on the back of it, it says Dante Frost belongs to Karen Holzman. So she had to look at that the entire time.
Karen's not possessive or anything.
No, not at all. I didn't get that feeling. I
No.
don't.
Not at all.
Okay, so do we want to read first your current, and then we can talk about?
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
we usually do it. Yeah.
Yeah, read because then it gauges how much time we have left to talk about everything. So you read, we'll drink. I'm not gonna mute like I normally mute because I want to be able to respond with chat and stuff. But I'll be pulling up chat as people are talking throughout your reading, and yeah, again, feel free to drink with us out there in the real world.
In the real world.
In the real world.
And
Okay.
so start whenever you're ready. Give us context, everything.
So this is chapter 3, Asher. I am not doing the male voice. We're that's just not happening. I will never be hired as a narrator. But anyhow, Asher. So obviously I'm supposed to be talking like a dude. Okay. She was shocked yet again when I appeared at her door the next morning. My hands filled with bags. Oh my gosh. We had talked, kissed more, and I had left, regretting the fact that I had to, but she was tired. I had hoped once I was gone that she would go to bed, but I had a feeling that she would log some hours on her second job. I had to push down my instinct to tell her to stop. I didn't have that right yet. During our talk last night, I was shocked when she admitted she had only been to 2 dates since Asher was born. I expressed my disbelief. She only shrugged at my statement. Single mothers are a lot for most men to take on, Asher. We're too much work. I disagree. The best things in life are worth the effort. I gotta decide which glass I'm gonna drink out of.
Just musical glass.
I think you're a different breed. I planned on showing her how different I was in the best of ways. She fascinated me. I thought AJ was an incredible kid. Oh, AJ.
Yeah, they're like on the screen and everything. I'm like, oh, right, yeah, right.
I look forward to getting to know them both more. I admitted to her I didn't date much. My business has always come first, I explained. I met her worried gaze, running my knuckles over her soft cheek, and I think that might have changed. I liked the fact that my words made her smile. She opened the door looking so sexy and sweet. It took all I could not to drop the bag and pull her into my arms and kiss her until she was breathless. Her hair was everywhere. Lines from her pillowcase were etched in her cheek. Her beautiful green eyes were wide and blinking, hardly awake enough to comprehend my presence. Asher, she asked, how do you keep getting into the building? I grinned. Magic. I lifted my bags in my hand. I brought breakfast. Breakfast, she repeated, or the whole grocery store. I breezed past her, stopping to drop a fast kiss to her mouth. I didn't know what you had, so I brought everything to make my specialty. AJ came running out of the bedroom, clutching a well-worn teddy. Asher, hi. Hey, bud. I came to have breakfast with you and your mom. I'm going to make it. Can I help? Mama says I'm a great helper. Great. I need an assistant. I'll go get ready, he announced before running to his room. I set down the bag, shrugged off my coat, and toed off my boots. Rosie stared dumbfounded at me. You're very, goal-oriented, aren't you? She asked. I laughed and cupped her face. Her skin was warm to my cold hands. If you mean making you smile is the goal, then yes. I kissed her again. We'll make breakfast. You go have a nice leisurely shower. I don't imagine you get many of those. No, she admitted ruefully. Go, I encouraged her. Why are you doing this? She whispered. I pulled her into my arms and kissed her deeply. She was whimpering and shaking in my arms. I pulled back, resting my forehead against hers. That's why. Okay, then. Just checking, she replied. I turned and swatted her ass. Go before your son comes back and catches us. I tried not to laugh as she walked into the sofa and stumbled down the hall to the bedroom or bathroom, wherever she went. Okay, I picked up the bags, feeling somewhat lightheaded myself. Okay, and now we're going to skip. Hold on. Because I got to get some of the other words in here. Okay, ready?
You're just gonna look for word. You're like, okay,
I am.
there's a word.
Okay, the snow began as we went sledding. Fluffy white flakes rapidly falling. The walk to the park was short. AJ chatting incessantly. There were 2 places to sled. Holy crap.
Karen's like, I'm just in this. Like, this is just how it is now.
She's just going to start dropping the words in.
Yeah, she's just adding them. She's like, yes, AJ went on the sled in the dark because he's on a diet and then he fell and almost lost his life.
You guys are careful. I'm an adding kidnapper. Okay. One small slope, the other much higher. Both were fairly busy with their families and kids, noise and excitement level high. Hey, there's a skating pond farther down the path, Rosie explained. I don't know how to skate, AJ said. Damn it. With a frown. I can teach you, I offered. I don't have any skates, and neither does my mama. I bet you have an older one that would fit you, I said. My sister left skates last time. I bet that fit your mama. I'd like that. Rosie didn't look enthused as her son did, which made me chuckle. The bottom of the hill was a food truck. The scent of coffee, hot cocoa, and something sweet filled the air. That's when Mama sits where I sled sometimes. AJ. Oh, God.
We're professionals.
Went into the picnic table set up. She only goes a few times. He bent his finger to come closer. She gets tired because she's old. I bit back my laughter. I don't think your mom is old. She says so. Trust me, trudging up the hill. I feel old, Rosie said, sounding amused. Well, okay. AJ and I will trudge, and pressed a bill into her hand. You sit and enjoy the coffee. We'll have some cocoa when we've made a few trips. She began to protest. I leaned down and kissed her. Please, I want to do this. She smiled, and I felt as if the sun came out. Okay, let's go, bud. We headed on the hill, and I paused. Which one? He hesitated. That one, he pointed to the smaller of the two. I don't mind walking up the bigger one, I offered. It'll be fun. He kicked the snow. The little one is fine. I got down on one knee. What is it, Asher? He looked up, hearing his full name. I went down the big one once. I fell off the sled. I'm scared to try again. I pursed my lips and nodded understanding. That would be scary, but this time I'll be with you. We can go down together and I won't let you fall. He looked over my shoulder at the higher hill. You won't? Nope. I'll sit behind you and make sure you're good. I winked. If I hold you, I won't fall either. He grinned. Let's go. Okay. I can't read anymore.
That's fine. That's fine.
This is good. It's good. It's good.
Crap, this is getting to me.
Well, it's because you chose every other word.
Every other word in the book. You're like, okay.
You should have just chose the. Like, it would have been, less
Or
than
Just use next time. It's just as effective.
And I don't know which one I like best. That's the horrible part.
They're all equally good when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Everything tastes good when you're drunk. Let's face it.
I'm being a little baby bitch now. I actually had to add more Diet Coke to my drink because I made it too strong. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Are
in
you
myself.
really Canadian?
Yeah.
Are you?
Really?
Last time I checked,
I've been drinking
more Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Yeah. This is what it's called. This is Diet
Coke.
It's
It's not like Coke, how they call like their Pepsi Coke. They're like Diet or
No,
Dr.
no,
Pepper
no.
Coke.
No, I just meant she was watering down her rum.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Serious.
Okay,
Yeah.
for the record, I've been drinking for 8 hours. So this is for your benefit, actually.
We need her to last another 8 hours, right? So, like, we gotta slow her down.
Gotta stay awake, guys. I'm doing my best. I don't know.
Oh, here I thought we were last. That's why I was like, okay.
Oh, no, you guys are just past middle.
Are you really going to go for another 8 hours?
16
Yeah.
hours is the length
Still
of this live stream,
drinking.
yeah.
Drink words in our conversation. Good for you, Carrie.
Stop
Thank you.
saying diet.
Thank you.
I haven't caught up on the diet part. So, speaking of diet, dark.
This is the dark diet.
Melanie
I'm
has
just
a book
drinking ginger
based in the
ale.
Falls.
There's another one. And I have too much liquid.
Coming.
Oh, damn.
Jiggling there.
I know. I've had to pee like every hour and for 8 hours. It's like 8 peas today.
So we
I don't know.
not 8 hours left. I think we have 7 hours left.
7 hours
There
left.
you
Yeah,
go.
we're past the halfway point. We're
Yeah,
over the hump, you know.
That's still a long time.
Well,
Yeah.
we're
Is leave
professional.
all day tomorrow?
Yes.
No, I have to take care of my family.
I know. I'm lying.
Because my
But,
husband's
yeah.
doing all the work now. My turn.
Okay.
Here. That
Carrie
doesn't
wants-
seem
Carrie-
fair.
Carrie wants more. So, Melanie,
More of what?
well, without naming titles.
Oh, so
It's like, oh.
Good Lord, I'm the one drinking here.
I'm the one with COVID. So I have a new set of books coming out, ladies. That
Ooh.
apparently I'm not allowed to talk titles.
But you're allowed
But-
to talk a little bit about. You're allowed to tease us a little bit.
Yes.
Not because it's Diet Dark.
It's yeah, ladies. It's set in Niagara Falls.
Drink it.
Kind of switch.
It is a duet. Now, AJ's not in it.
No, but they're super sexy.
Look
men.
at Jessica. She's so good.
AJ. She said AJ. I'm keeping track, guys. I'm not
Nobody knows
losing.
sledding.
This is a competition.
There's no sleds involved. Damn it.
Good
Yes,
thing
I'm
there's
just
an
like,
18
whatever.
plus.
But
I'm
it is.
done.
It's darker than what I usually write.
It's not even Canadian gray. It's like Canadian black.
Melanie went a little dark on this one.
She
Ooh.
unalived several people. Like not just like one
Wow.
person.
She people
Yeah.
delete.
Absolutely, people deleted.
I love it.
I can't.
Um,
oh, wow.
Is that like
Is there
for
a
drinking?
barrel?
A barrel of drinking?
I was mad.
Maybe from the Niagara Falls because the
Oh.
barrel, the famous barrel.
Hey,
What? Oh, yeah. Somebody said false. So what am I allowed to tell them, Karen? I can't say the names.
no.
And told us it's from Niagara and it's dark.
It's
And-
dark. It's sexy. There's
They're not on the good side. They're not white hats. They're black hats.
I'd say charcoal gray. Well, no,
No.
I guess the unaliving thing. Yeah, maybe a little black.
Yeah, the death.
Yeah.
They're not Death Eaters, but you piss them off and you pay the price.
Ooh.
Basically. And they get pissed off easily. Now you ladies would probably know because I said it using the casino in Niagara as the backdrop.
Mhm.
You
Was
know
it
how
False
beautiful
View
the
or the
casino
other
is.
one?
Yes. So the main guy owns the casino and the hotel. That's where he launders his money. And
This one. Now everybody has to go back and pause the YouTube video. Okay.
Pause. Try to get that millisecond in. See what it was.
okay, Carrie B with the whips and chains. Get your mind out of the gutter, Boston. I'm going to use some whips and chains on you. And it's coming out in February and March, very close together.
Perfect. March is my birthday.
Well,
Oh,
I
really?
wrote it just for your birthday, Jess.
Just for
what I
happy
figured.
birthday.
I figured it was just for me. I just didn't want
Absolutely.
to out it, That's-
As one of my favorite Canadian bloggers, I had to write it for you.
I think that's my favorite thing about authors is like, especially because we do the books and booze series. It's like I look at you and I'm like, oh, she's so sweet and she loves baking and everything. And then you're like, okay, so I wrote this dark book about and lots of people die. Okay, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's how we get out our anger because we're Canadian. We're not allowed to be angry.
No,
We
we put it
express
in words.
some way.
Yeah.
Somebody else has to be angry.
So tell me about how the writing came about. Like, okay, I'm trying to lead her down the path.
Yeah,
Got the
you're the good Karen. You do that. That's true.
Well, I wrote the second book first, planning on just a standalone. Did I say a word that you had to drink, or are you just drinking, Karen?
I'm just drinking. Man.
Like, I just need to drink. Okay.
And as I was writing the book, I thought, oh shit, Karen's going to read this and tell me I need to write the book for the first book. I'm going to need a second book, but it's going to have to be first. So I sent it to her, and sure enough, the first thing she says is, "Oh my God, I love beep." I can't say his name, but you need to write me beep. And I've said, of course. And I sent it to my beta reader, and within 2 days, I got a message back. We need book 1, which is beep. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll write beep. We should have used beep.
Just like beep.
Yep. So I wrote the first book second and the second book first. I had the second book narrated first. Now the first book's being narrated, and they'll all come out together.
The most
nice rapid release.
That's such an. I mean, the story comes out however the story comes out. Like I've seen artists or like authors that like write the ending first or write, So
I often do.
Look at Star Wars. It like did the middle first. It was just random.
And if it hadn't been a success, nothing else would have happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
It would have all fallen apart.
Yes. It. In fact, my narrator wrote me last week to tell me how did he label his email? Huge plot hole.
Oh my gosh.
This needs to be fixed. And I'm like, oh no. How did my narrator find a plot hole that my beta readers, my editor, my proofers, nobody found? And he just objected to something I had to do with scotch. He poured a shot of scotch, not a finger of scotch. And as a scotch aficionado, that's not what they do. And I'm like, oh, for the love of God, you scared the shit out of me. I thought there was some.
He was just so mad over the scotch. He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But
I said, I've offended your scotchism. I'm so sorry. Go ahead and change the word shot to finger. If you think that's a plot hole, oh, good God. He's fixed the plot hole, thank God.
That would have ruined it for me. If I had read that, I'd have been like,
now I'm confused. Like, what? Thought it was,
it would have been a 1-star DNF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
just like slammed her on Goodreads and said, geez.
1-star rating. Like, how dare you?
I'm not classy. I don't pour fingers.
Just pour. 50-50 is the way we usually do it,
Oh, 50. Good God.
I've been drinking all day. Like you can't do 50-50. Like if it's a 1 hour thing, you could just chug it and go to bed. But when you're all day, you got to make drinks like a normal person.
It's hard.
It's unfortunate.
Normal person?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
the average person.
Average, like one shot of this, one shot of that, instead of just like eyeballing it. Just like,
a bottle of drink,
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I told my husband, I was like, I need some rum for the live stream, and he got me this. So that shows what he thinks of me.
Wow,
it's plastic.
It's great.
You don't want to drop that puppy
for 8 hours.
It's a lot easy to recycle,
Okay, so there is a question from Boston about, is there kidnapping?
Okay, there actually is a little bit of kidnapping.
Yeah,
a little bit.
So captive.
There's more than one, actually.
Yeah.
Now that I got a taste for it.
I seriously have not exited my kidnapping trope. It's like, if a book has kidnapping in it, you need to rec it to me because I
got Rex for kidnapping. Okay. For people snatching, I got those.
Sold to me. I can't get enough of it.
Me neither.
I don't know what it is about it. Okay. Now that I've drunk enough, now I'm supposed to.
It gets warm. You got it. You got this.
Well, okay. So the reason I was going to bring up kidnapping, him. Anyhow, there was a funny, hilarious review she got on her last release. Not this one. Because this is, it's holiday, it's sweet. you know.
Yeah, it's cutesy.
But the other one, I was really worried about it because it was so. Just so everybody in the audience knows,
the kidnapper.
Yeah, my favorite
I
kidnapper.
do all of your marketing. So I'm like, I need to make sure that everybody knows this is a kidnapping book, right? It's got a kidnapping trope in it. Title has the word kidnapper. It says it in the blurb.
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, I can't explain it enough. Reviews are coming in. They're favorable. We're okay. The first one, I would have really liked it, but it had kidnapping in it, which is not consensual.
That's the title.
I was really close to just going, I don't know how I could have marketed this any differently.
Like,
I mean,
you don't even put that in a trigger warning because it's like right in the freaking title. Like,
exactly. I'm like, there's me
right there.
who looks for kidnapping, and it's like, don't hide it from me. Tell me it's kidnapping. And then this person's like, oh, I hated it because it had kidnapping in it. Well, okay, we kind of told you.
My favorite was the one, it's a kidnapping book, but it's funny. I took the whole trope and I turned it around, and it's a very funny kidnapping book. There's a lot of banter, a lot of amusing situations. The whole thing was done tongue in cheek. And that's how Karen marketed it as well. Was it's rom-com, it's funny, it's downright silly at times, and that's exactly the kind of book I wanted to write. And the review started off and said, if I'd known how silly this book was, maybe I would have been better prepared. And I thought, did you look at all the advertisement? Did you look at our artwork? Did you
I was going to say, like, the cover alone is very cutesy looking.
Yes.
Like, it's very silly.
So I was like, she said this was a good book, but I would have enjoyed it more if I'd known that it was supposed to be silly. I'm like, you just can't please everybody. Doesn't matter what we do.
You
Yeah.
can't please
Anybody.
anybody.
You're just
No.
like, okay, I guess it is
You can't
what it
please
is.
anybody.
No. In the book world, quite often you cannot.
No.
So the lesson of this whole part of this episode is Karen needs kidnapping trope books. And so you need to email Melanie's PA and say, I've got the book for you. Because I have no triggers. I mean,
Me neither. I got none. Just give them all. The dirtier, the better. Like, just hand them over. Dark,
or
all
the
dark.
most absurd thing, I'm there for it.
Yep.
And
You
she is.
cannot be any more absurd. I'm there for it.
Karen and I talk every single day. And
Multiple times a day.
multiple times a day. My husband quite often thinks that I talk to her more than I talk to him, which is probably
true.
I talk to these girls more than I talk to my husband, so I get
Yeah,
it.
we talk
Yes.
every day too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So our conversations at some point go from business to either something that's happening in the book world or whatever we're reading. And usually they go hand in hand. And then Karen's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, let me look that one up. Or I'm like, I just started reading this book. And she's like, name. And I give her the name. And then we start comparing books. And that happens at least 3 or 4 times a week.
I will say, Melanie gives good book recs.
Yeah, the last one was pretty. What was the last one? Ruthless Night?
Yeah.
Have you read that one?
I have not. Who's it from?
Karen, you know that
Faith
better.
Summers.
Faith Summers? Is it?
No, I haven't read it.
It's
Okay,
not
he
su-
kidnaps
it's
her.
not uber dark, but
Okay.
But it's
No,
good.
it's not kidnapping. It's arranged marriage or fake dating or okay. I don't
Is it
know.
mafia pretty much?
I'm
Like,
sick. Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
it's not mom.
Arrogant boss. Was he her boss?
Yes.
Okay.
okay.
He very possessive, very everything. She has to pretend to be his wife. He sees her with another man and he gets all upset and he tattoos his name on her ass.
Literally.
And he supposedly has no feelings for anybody, but he can't stand the fact that someone's even looking at her. And
I
there was
highlighted
he
that
was
line.
a great asshole. Like he was
Love
an asshole you loved.
Ruthless Night by Kate Summers, right? Okay, let me write this down because I'm going to read that.
I started reading it, and it was one of those books about 5 pages in. You're like, oh, I'm going to like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to like this one.
But yeah.
But apparently I'm shit at remembering details when I have COVID.
That's fair.
It does affect your brain. Like,
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And you're
I thought I
breathing.
escaped it.
So
You know,
since I'm
3
marking-
years of running away from it. And my husband went to Grey Cup and came home with it.
Oh,
Fucking
no.
husband.
break up. I blame Tim Hortons. Blame Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
blame
can
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons for anything.
They're not
So,
even
yeah.
Canadian anymore, so blame them.
No.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
like American Coke. If you go to the States, the coffee there doesn't taste the same as the coffee in Canada.
No,
It doesn't.
I know, Karen.
big
I
shock.
think you're American, but I just want to apologize. You guys just don't know how to make coffee. Any coffee place you go to, like Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, it's not good.
No.
He's like sitting down, by the way. The dog's pretty big. Like, he's not standing as high as he can go.
Look at him
He's just-
looking at you.
He's just sitting, and he loves me.
No, I refuse to eat American chocolate anymore.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty,
literally
pretty gross too.
did.
Yeah.
I took her Canadian chocolate.
Yeah.
And she really
Actually,
liked
she has a very funny story about me when I came to Canada. But anyhow,
Which one?
Fields of Flowers.
What? Oh, it was okay. You guys all live right very close to me.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
like
Our
around the
problem
corner.
in spring
Yeah.
with the yellow.
We're neighbors.
We're driving down Garth Street, and Karen says to me, "You have such pretty flowers here." And I said to her, "What?" She says, "Look at the fields of them." I'm like, "Those are dandelions."
Dandelions.
I got a full yard full every spring.
Yeah, we get them all the time.
Feel free
I'm
to
like,
take
"We're not
them.
allowed to spray for them anymore, so they run amok." She says,
Yeah.
"But they just look so pretty." I said, "Yeah, they look pretty for about a week until they all go to
Until the
seed."
pollen comes out and you got hay fever like
Yeah,
crazy.
You can make so much stuff
grab
like
the white
dandelion
ones
jelly,
and you
dandelion
can wish
bread.
on them. Like, there's so much to do with the dandelion.
Or the
Yeah.
baby pea thing. Like, do you remember doing that, popping off the head and the baby peas on, like, you know, when you write the dandelion down your hand?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Or you take the head and if you put it under your chin and you can see the yellow, it means you like butter or something
Yeah, something like that.
But
Fucking weird. We're
everybody
fucking weird.
Okay, Melanie, this is a marketing opportunity. I need you to talk about your publications next year. Man, my tongue.
I thought I just did. I'm not allowed to mention names.
What else is coming out? You know what? By the way, this is a winner. This is the one that's the
That did it for you?
yes,
The
it's
bourbon
She's
and
like a fucking
syrup?
tip face.
a Canadian in Manhattan. This is
Yeah.
delicious.
You always know when Karen's getting drunk when she starts hesitating over her words,
She's like, what is
which
happening?
pauses just before a sentence.
Okay, that's actually a better skill to have because I get drunk and I tend to talk more, and it's actually like
And you repeat
a
the same
worse
thing?
Skill. Yeah, I'll
You
repeat
just, like,
myself.
Spit out words.
I'm so good with words. I don't know. Just drunk and I just keep going. I don't know.
That's the
Well-
one with the bourbon in it. Yes. I think this one's going in the swag. This is like
Like the
You're gonna
glass.
start giving
or the
everybody
recipe.
alcohol.
no the recipe.
Okay.
The recipe, yeah. No,
Not
that's good.
alcohol. No one's getting bottles of alcohol. Just the
God,
recipe.
wouldn't that be awesome swag though?
That would
Yeah.
be.
I'm happy
Just
with
like, here you
alcohol.
go.
Give it to me. Yeah.
Oh, don't give her ideas. Oh my God. Please don't give her ideas. Okay.
Bourbon
So
maple drink?
Yeah.
You put the
yes,
last
little
figure it out.
tiny ones.
Yeah.
Now there's a company that delivers those to Canada, which I didn't think was legal because my proofer last year wasn't it a bunch of tequilas or that Sky Warren sent
Yeah.
them? And I was like, that could be delivered in Canada. I didn't think you could ship alcohol in Canada.
Yeah, I didn't think you could ship from the States to Canada.
Well, they got it was
Probably
a
a way.
beautiful box. I was like, I'd like to order one of them for myself. I think I deserve it.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
You
I
do.
Well,
Okay, so aside from the 2 books that I'm not allowed to talk about or give you anything but a few teasers, I
but the
have
guys are hot.
one.
And there's
two-
hot sex and there's
Yes,
a
there
bunch
is.
of unaliving. So it's like perfect.
What more could you ask for? Really?
And some
Exactly.
kidnapping thrown in.
Kidnapping, sex,
well,
and like people deleting. I'm for it.
Exactly.
We know how to make Dawn Marie happy.
Yes.
Yeah. Sex, murder.
I have
fantastic.
the 5th book of Reynolds Renovations. Oh my God, I'm not even drinking. Reynolds Restorations coming
And
out.
he's a dirty boy.
Yes, it's Dom and Cherry, they're older, and he's sort of a reformed bad boy. So he's very
He's
possessive,
not reformed.
very demanding.
he lies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So that book's coming out. The final book of the series will be coming out, but I can't name it or discuss it yet. See,
Well,
Karen
no,
doesn't-
everybody knows who the hero is.
no.
Yes. There is a sticker that Karen has floating amongst the swag that has all the heroes' names.
Okay, well, it's the 2nd generation. Fine, I'll just blow it. It's the 2nd generation, and it's Theo's story. So there you go.
Oh, I haven't named the heroine. Shut up about that.
Yes, I won't name the heroine, but it's
Okay.
Theo's and Thomas, who is Max and Charlie's eldest. He's in the story as well. It sort of encompasses all the kids. And then there's another top secret project that I'm not allowed. What?
Try to whisper without anyone hearing.
In a live stream.
It's gonna be so good. Okay. Y'all don't know. So when she was writing The Kidnapper for me,
Do you think she kind of harps on that fact a lot that I wrote?
Yeah, it's just for
I
you.
think you wrote it for her. I'm not too sure, but I think.
I know it. She's very low key about it, but you know.
oh my gosh, this next book. Yeah.
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 The kidnapper came to me in a moment of just bleep, and he was there. And the next book did the same. And I called Karen, and my voice was even worse at the time, and went through what this book would be about. And all she said is, do it. I don't even care if you push the publishing schedule out of whack.
Okay, wait. I was snort laughing. So,
Yes, you were.
there's laughing, right?
Yeah.
And then there's snort laughing when something hits you and you're like giggling and you can't stop. Yeah.
Yes. So it's going to be another silly book.
By the way, whoever reviews this, it's silly.
It's going to be silly,
Kidnapping.
over the top. There's going to be a lot of banter. There's going to be a lot of silly situations, and that's just the way it's going to be. He's basically the bane of her existence, and she's everything he can't stand that he can't stay away from. So
I love that.
there's that top secret thing, and then I think there's
Obviously, it's not top secret anymore.
no, because you
Wait,
had
we have to
booze.
delete the video.
we kind of can.
Oh, I'm sorry, but anyone that's been watching,
So loud.
or just Men in Black them, like
Exactly.
The light.
And then I think there might be a 5th book, another holiday story, but we'll see. I
What
love
do we call
Christmas
it?
stories. Was that a lint roller?
No, I was Men in Blacking everybody.
It doesn't work with a lint
With the
roller,
lint
Sharon.
it's undercover, guys. You don't get it.
At
Okay,
least this is water. Okay. So we've learned that I only have one cocktail. Don't bring 3.
No.